Let's try that again, shall we?
Retake.
Check. There we
Check
go.
1, 2.
Right.
Okay. Now
That's right. What's up, everyone? I am Dino Heron.
I'm A-Bear.
And we welcome you to episode 371 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNS Video, and on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We are on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast to find us.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS_. You can follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast.
I did it first. He did it.
You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler, Tyler_.
Check the audio just in case you move that.
Checking the audio. Yep. We're still good.
We're still good.
Still good. Coming in through. This is a first for us. We are broadcasting on 3 platforms right now, which is really cool.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube Live. We're on Facebook Live on our podcast page, as well as the main page for WNS. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out our show. We've got a lot to cover. So a big show means we got, we're going to be covering it all this week. We've got Raw, SmackDown, Hot Topics. We're going to be previewing NXT TakeOver. We're going to give you our Money in the Bank predictions. And we're also going to be talking some Hot Topics as well. Man.
We're just hanging out. We're hanging out with Coke and Wild Turkey, American Honey.
So we might be so Tyler might be getting a little buzzed here. So bear with us. And if you happen to be watching us on Facebook, whether it be on our regular page or on the main page, feel free to chime in and say hello. Hello, Jen, Lee, and Geraldine. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. So we'll also be taking your comments and your questions throughout the show a little bit later on. So feel free to chime in with those as well.
Yeah.
So Tyler, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. Went to the gym earlier, and so in the process of trying to have the
muscles.
The genetic.
He wants
muscles.
To be like Scott Steiner, which I don't blame you. He is a genetic freak.
No, I'm okay not being.
But he's not
Scott
like
Steiner.
The blueprint, Matt Morgan. If you want to be a blueprint, do you want?
I need the blueprint.
You need a blueprint. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Scott Steiner
I need the
is
blueprint
not
to take to the architect.
Yeah,
to become the genetic freak.
Yeah.
So like I said, we've got a huge show. It's finally here. Money in the Bank is finally going to be happening this Sunday.
He has been like in a loop. He thought this past weekend was going to be Money in the Bank. So
yeah, unfortunately it was not. But we did have a good weekend though.
Yeah.
We had your diaper party. As we're getting ever closer to your child being born.
My baby's going to be here, and I'm going to learn how to adult.
He's going to be Papa A-Bear in no time.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
I'm going to have a baby bear.
Yeah. Little cub.
Little cub
walking around the cave.
Yep.
So
I'm going to teach her how to super kick things.
What kind of kick, man?
A super kick, man.
Awesome. Your face. So welcome, John. Thank you for checking out the stream. We're going to be giving our Money in the Bank predictions in just a little bit. So stick around for that. We're going to talk about Raw and SmackDown and all that first. Just sort of give a recap. But we will be giving our Money in the Bank predictions a little bit later on in the show. But, since we did have your diaper party last weekend, we also might as well talk about what we did watch over the weekend. And that was the UFC fight featuring CM Punk.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's before I get into CM Punk stuff, we don't really watch UFC that much.
No.
But like
one special occasion.
Yeah. So all the matches that we watch, even they're on the main card and we're on the what was it?
The prelims.
Yeah, there were some good matches that we enjoyed. And but going to the CM Punk stuff, at least he lasted 3 rounds.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think I could do it. If I were to try, I'd still look probably worse than CM Punk did. I mean, you got to give him credit. I know a lot of people are saying, well, yeah, just because he had heart doesn't mean he should be in the octagon. Look, here's the situation on that. This is just my take on it. He just wanted to try something. The UFC said, hey, he's a big name. He'll bring money into the business.
And I don't know how this pay-per-view went when it came to drawing wise, but I think the one before he was on actually drew a lot, right?
Yeah. I mean, the buy rate was fairly large for it. But like, here's the situation, you got a guy who wants to do something. He's never done it before, but he wants to try it. And he was perfectly fine doing it in wherever. It didn't have to be a marquee place, but they saw money, an opportunity to make money, make buy rates, so they brought him in. So that's where I think that's where the biggest clash of it is. It's like, oh, well, why does he deserve to be in the UFC? He doesn't. He'll admit it. He's like, I shouldn't be on the card. I'm fine fighting in the prelims. I'm fine fighting non-televised. But that's where they wanted him, and so that's where they put him. And people made their comments. Like I said, he did put in an effort. He did try. I
know there's a lot of people out there, like I said, he doesn't deserve to be there, and they trash him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you feel about like Joe Rogan and that stuff? It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, people have their opinions.
He was like, he has heart and all that stuff, and then he goes back to bashing him. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where he's entitled to his opinion. He's able to disagree with the fans. So that's
I mean,
his right.
I do agree to a certain extent, but
sure,
it is what it is.
Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't that his UFC record was 0-0. It was his entire fighting record was 0-0. It's
crazy when he first came along, and before his match, they put him in not this year, but the last year's UFC game.
That probably pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got to watch the fight. We didn't get to watch New Japan, and I'm hearing amazing things about that. That they had a stellar matchup. So maybe in time we'll get to go and check that out. But we do have a lot to talk about this week. So let's get right on into it. The go-home show for Raw. We kick things off with all the competitors standing on the ladders, yelling at one another. I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the one. Blah, blah, blah. Kurt Angle came out to interrupt, who was then interrupted by a made-over Baron Corbin.
Yeah, hey, man, he looks better with the shaved head, man.
I like it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what match he lost to shave his head, but I'm glad that
he actually did not lose a match to lose his hair. They actually showed a video on WWE.com. Did you happen to see that video?
Yeah, I watched that.
And you got to give him credit. The first thing he says is, how much of this can we donate? Which I think, that really says a lot about his character. So that's something worth, admiring in him. Despite what you think about his in-ring competitor or his delivery, whatever it is. So you got to give him credit. That was really admirable.
What's his position again? I forgot.
He's the constable.
Constipated. Constable Corbin.
Yes. So came out with a completely shaved head. So I guess you could say that it's bare on Corbin. Yeah. Never
products.
Mm-hmm.
Everything with Baron Corbin, you get everything changed to his hair being shaved because like cards.
We'll get
toys.
We'll get there.
We need their net.
We'll get there
now. Yeah, because
take some time.
Man, every time he came out with that long hair, I'm like, I was just staring at his widow's peak because it's like fading or thinning, I should say.
I did chuckle a bit at the comment that he made on the video where he was like, well, now the internet's going to have one less thing to hate about me. And that's true because it works. I like that.
Yeah, it actually does work.
He looks good. He looks a little more intimidating.
Yeah, I agree.
You can take him a little more seriously now that you don't have to look at his widow's peak or whatever, the thinning hair at the top.
Well, there's like two things that you're staring at when he comes out. It's his widow's peak and his tights.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
What's up, Ryan?
What's up?
So, yeah.
His tights.
I'm sure in time some of those things will improve. So, maybe he'll get a little more over with the crowd and with the fans. But that set up the opening contest, a fatal four-way: Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Natalya, and Ember Moon. I thought this was a really fun matchup. The ladies went out and showed their stuff, and they were.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like the girls and the guys did good on this Raw. They just went out there and did good.
It's amazing if they allow the wrestlers to have some time and go out there and sort of have some fun. They can put on entertaining and fun matches. So, this was no different. Natalia ended up gritting through all the pain of her injured leg and getting the victory by submitting Alexa Bliss.
Man, I really don't know where they're going with this, but I swear I think something's going to come down later on where Natalia is going to screw over Ronda Rousey. I just feel it.
And we're not officially giving our Money in the Bank predictions yet. But I know that a lot of people were kind of thinking that Ember Moon might sort of be the underdog or sort of the one who's going to surprise the world, shock the world, and get Money in the Bank contract. How would you feel? Not necessarily saying that we think this is going to happen, but how would you feel about Natalia being the one to get Money in the Bank?
If that happens, I feel like the plan is going to come to fruition.
Yeah, to have her maybe cash in on Ronda if that's the case. But like I said, we'll get our predictions in just a little bit. We got to see Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre going up against Breezango, a short matchup between those two, Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler getting the victory. Then they cut a promo saying that they're basically going to be taking out every single team on the Raw roster. So be on the lookout for that. After that, we got to see Roman Reigns, which was supposed to go up against Jinder Mahal, but it was not to be because
he's like the great Sunil Singh.
Did you buy into that? Did you think they was going to say Great Khali?
No.
Okay, good. Neither did I. That was terrible. That segment was not good. The match was short. Whatever. Does anyone even care about this matchup? No. Does anyone care if Roman wins? No. Does anyone care if Jinder wins? No.
Gender.
Chicken dinner.
Gender.
Yeah.
Gender. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Back to that.
Okay.
We
got to see the B team going up against Heath Slater and Rhino, with the B team coming out victorious on that one.
Do you care about this?
What, the B team?
Like B team and Hardy and Wyatt?
I think this could be a way to get the titles off of Hardy and Wyatt with a new underdog team in the B team. Even though they're the best team, you still have to think that they're the underdogs.
I mean, a B team for the B show and
yes, exactly. Best team for the best show. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, because Raw's the best show on WWE programming right now, right? Right? It's not SmackDown.
No,
not at all. Hardy and Wyatt, they came out and cut a promo after the matchup, and it's just leading into their match at Money in the Bank. We got to see Elias come out, cut a promo, and I gotta admit that guitar looked pretty sick with the Intercontinental belt on it. I like that. That was pretty nice.
John Mayer gave it to him.
It did, allegedly.
They're best friends.
Yeah, they're buds.
Yes,
they're homies. Seth Rollins came out, interrupted, and smashed,
curb stomped that
beautiful guitar. So sad. So sad. After that, we got to see Ruby Riott going up against Bayley, and this looked like it was going to be an okay matchup, but the Riott Squad distracted Bayley, and Ruby Riott got the win.
Yeah,
so
that's it. That's what happened.
Neither of these competitors are on the Money in the Bank card, so there's not really big implications for the matchup. We got to see the Nia Jax Ronda Rousey face-to-face confrontation with Jonathan Coachman being the head of the helm.
How do you like that?
I didn't like it. I didn't
like this. Jonathan Coachman doing stuff like that?
Not really. I didn't like this confrontation. I don't think Nia Jax is. I don't want to badmouth her, but she's not there yet as far as mic work, and Ronda isn't really ready to do it as well. I know that the talk is that after SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar is going to be leaving and Paul Heyman's going to be leaving as well.
Oh, really? Officially, they said that.
Oh, it's not official, but it's speculative and rumored, highly rumored right now. But I would really like to see Paul Heyman return,
work with Ronda,
be her mouthpiece.
Hell yeah, man, that would be awesome.
Because you've got Paul next to Brock Lesnar, who is a legitimate fighter. He's been in the UFC. He's been a champion. He's done all that. So why not? I mean, I feel like that would almost go hand in hand. and having Ronda Rousey be like, like Paul Heyman would be like, do you not know who this is? Like, this is Ronda Rousey.
You see how like a lot of people have their characters down, and when they're talking and stuff like that, their emotions and stuff. Like Ronda throws me off because she's not doing it. Because like when she switches like that easily, it's like, you know, someone's like talking and like she'll laugh at them and like stuff like that. So I can't fault her because she didn't come from a world like this.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take some time.
That's a very good point, because when they had the throwdown, which that worked, the physical confrontation, that worked for me. It was the back and forth, you know, well, I'm gonna take your arm from you, and that's just gonna be that. You know, that didn't work for me. Whenever they actually got down to the physicality, yeah, that was cool, because, you know, she put her in the arm bar. Nice.
So I love when she's super focused and super pissed off, and she has that look upon her like she's gonna kick your ass. But there's times where she looks like that, and then one thing they'll say something, and then she goes back into a smile and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it doesn't work for me, but I give it a pass because of I know how she is like right now. So over time,
well, she had that look, she had that stern look, that intensity, and rather than like walking back up the ramp with that intensity, she started giving high fives and was all smiles. Like, yeah, I get where you're coming from with that. Like that, you know, she doesn't come from the world of sports entertainment, the entertainment part, you know. So that would have been a little more intimidating, where if she just walked straight back and was like, I'll see you on Sunday and I'm getting that title. Bet. Yeah. So after that, we got to see a backstage segment with No Way Jose conga lining past Kurt Hawkins as they had a match. Kurt Hawkins' music played as No Way Jose was waiting in the ring and was a no-show, but he attacked from behind wearing a tutu. He was part of the conga line all along,
man.
And No Way Jose ended up getting the victory. So loss number 201.
Kurt's not going to get that victory.
It's going to be at WrestleMania. I'm calling it now.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Go win like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal or something. So let's see. After that, we got to see
his favorite segment of the night.
No, not quite. Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley, the obstacle course challenge.
And they set that stuff up for like a small segment.
Yes.
All that stuff they had to climb just to get attacked.
Yep. Well, I mean, you know, that's what they were doing. I mean, they could have had that set up backstage or something, but they wanted to do it in public. I don't care about this feud. I don't care about this matchup.
Just say you don't care about Bobby Lashley.
I don't care about Bobby Lashley. I'm sorry.
You care about Sami Zayn.
I like Sami Zayn.
You care about Sami Zayn.
I like Sami Zayn. I care about Sami Zayn. I do.
And I miss his friend El Generico.
Yeah. I don't know if they know each other.
Probably not.
But at the moment, like, Bobby Lashley doing absolutely nothing for me. I mean, I've said it week after week.
I still say give it time. I know it's like, well, he's been here for weeks or a month, or I don't know how long he's been there, but like, let him get past Sami Zayn and see what else is going to go on.
Maybe you're right, but it was not entertaining for me. I did not enjoy it. Maybe I'm just being too negative. I don't know.
Being a negative Nancy.
Yeah. Whatever. So that leads us into the main event for
now,
Raw.
If we get like a year from now, he's still doing the same shit. Yes.
Okay. So you're willing to give him a full year before calling it quits on Bobby Lashley? Is that what you're saying?
That's a lot, but
that's
sure,
a long time.
That's a long time.
Really?
Sure, why
You're
not?
going to give him a full year from now before you finally go, you know what? I don't think this is working out.
6 or 7 months.
Well, which is it, 6 or 7? That could make the difference.
7.
7?
Shit.
All right. So we're looking at like what, January?
I'll give him until Kingdom Hearts comes out.
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's just going to keep getting pushed back. So.
No, that's the official date.
Sure it is.
29th.
Sure it is. We'll see.
That is.
Hadn't they been hyping that since like the PlayStation 2?
No.
PlayStation 3?
No. Kingdom Hearts 2. Sorry, I know this is off subject. I'm sorry.
It's a little off subject.
This is a lot off subject.
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 2 came out when I was a senior in high school in 2006.
Okay. Well, I know in 2009 they were talking about it.
Yeah. But
well,
now
here we are 9 years later.
Yeah, well, now it's officially they gave
it's going to be
date.
10 years.
Yeah.
Because it's coming out in January.
When you get back to wrestling.
Yeah, let's get back to wrestling. All
the
right.
Video game talks at the end of the.
Yeah, we saved that for the end.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. So, main event, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, 4-way matchup. During the night, Kevin Owens had approached Finn Balor with olives because he's vegan.
I like black olives.
Yeah?
I do. I don't like green olives.
Why don't you like green olives?
I just don't like the taste. I can eat them, but I don't like them.
I'm just not a fan of olives. That's just me. And he also approached Bobby Roode saying, well, hey, what's going on? So let's all gang up on Braun Strowman.
Yeah, let's gang up on him, and they're iffy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what ended up happening because he went to both guys.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then also,
what's up, Dondi?
What's up? Now we're back on this page seeing
we're
what
switching
people
all
say.
over the place.
Yeah. Because also Finn and Bobby got together.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, can we trust Kevin? No and yes. So.
Well, Ryan agrees with you that olives are awesome, so that's always a plus.
See, I like black olives. I don't really like green olives, but my mom likes green olives and she don't like black olives, so we're opposite.
So moving on,
talking about olives
going up against Kevin Owens. Going up against Finn Balor.
Have you ate both?
Have I eaten
olives?
No, I don't eat olives.
No, you've never tried.
No, I don't.
Green or black?
No, I don't want to.
Okay, you have to try.
No, I do not.
Well, you say no, but you've never
tried it. I am saying
it.
no.
So how do you? You're like one. I don't like how it looks. I know it's gonna taste bad. Did you ever taste it?
I don't need to.
Oh, come on! Just like one green, one black, and then it's over. You never have to taste it ever again.
Nah, I'm good.
You're making this difficult.
I'm very stubborn.
Yeah, I can tell.
So this matchup was fun. The guys tried to gang up on the monster, and unfortunately, it did not come to pass. I mean, they threw everything at him. Kevin Owens did a frog splash. They did many other things to Braun Strowman, but it was not enough because Braun Strowman ended up getting the victory, and gaining momentum going into Money in the Bank. So all in all, Raw was okay. It was an improvement from last week. The matches were a little more enjoyable.
A better go-home show than the last few go-home shows before pay-per-views.
Yeah, they're actually putting some focus on the pay-per-view, and we'll see what happens.
We say that, but watch the next one not so much.
Yeah.
We have to judge it.
I think the next one is Extreme Rules.
Okay.
So we'll see. Going into SmackDown to kick things off, Paige is talking to the female Money in the Bank competitors, who are then interrupted by the Iconics.
I would have made the noise, but I had drink in my mouth.
Drink. And they were interrupted by Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
And that sets up for, wait for it, tag match players. Holla, holla. Anyways. But that was later went from 8 women's tag match to a 10 women's tag match as Asuka and Carmella were added to the mix later on.
They threw them in there.
Yes. So after that, we got to see for the first time ever Daniel Bryan versus Shelton Benjamin.
SmackDown's been doing, I don't know if it's like this week, last week, or last few weeks, they've been doing first evers on WWE programming. So.
Yeah. Well, I know that you're a big fan of first time ever matches for WWE programming.
Yeah.
So what were your thoughts when you saw that Daniel Bryan was going to be going up against Shelton Benjamin?
It was really cool. I was like, that and the Jeff Hardy Shinsuke stuff too. So I'm like, dang, man, they're on fire. Because what was it? Because they had Daniel Bryan and AJ, like right when Daniel Bryan got back.
Yeah.
In which I know you're like, well, they fought before, first time in WWE.
Yes. That's what excites you.
Yes. So it was the Samoa Joe and Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they had Cass in it, but still, you know what I mean?
Still, it's there.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a fun matchup. they told a good story. Daniel Bryan favoring his leg, and so he decided to return the favor and work on Shelton Benjamin's leg. And I wish this matchup would have gotten a little more time, but I was glad for what it was. It was a fine matchup. Daniel Bryan ended up getting the victory via submission,
via satellite.
We got to see Jerry the King Lawler return since they were in Memphis. So naturally you got to have the King there. He interviewed AJ Styles. It was a classic sort of like throwback interview style that Mean Gene Okerlund used to do, where he was like, on the ramp style. So, I dig it. As far as the interview goes, it was short and sweet, nothing really to add to it. But we got to see Rusev going up against Samoa Joe with The Miz as your special guest referee.
What did you think about like the thing earlier that night where Miz had the ref shirt on in the Hokage band, and he was practicing a role, rough ref. If you haven't seen the movie, go check it out.
There's a shameless plug.
Yeah,
check out that movie.
It was.
Where can you see that film?
Online.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where at?
Type it up on the Google.
And what's it called again?
Rough ref.
Yeah. So do that,
Corey.
after this show, of course, when you're done listening to that.
What was it? It was weird that he wanted to.
All of our viewers stop watching and go look at that comeback. You fucking lied to me. There's no movie called Rough Ref.
You're not looking at in the right places. I
don't want to know where you're supposed to be looking to find something like that.
I don't know. Okay. I have no clue.
Okay.
It was weird, the dynamic between him and Paige, because he was trying to say he wanted to be the ref, and then she was like, no. And then she was like, well, you're going to be the ref.
It's because the headband wasn't believable.
It was weird.
It was kind of strange.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're going to be the ref. I'm like, that's what you just said.
You're going to be the ref. Instead, I'm going to have you be the official.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
or you a ghost and me a spirit.
Yeah, so it was weird. And then he got tips from the ref earlier in the night. So,
yeah. So Rusev going up against Samoa Joe. I actually missed a chunk of this matchup. I think I was taking Archie outside. But what do you think of the matchup?
I mean,
what is there to say?
Yeah, I mean, it was all right.
Yeah.
They're just getting prepared for.
I saw that Miz kind of screwed over Samoa Joe. Like, he went down or something and couldn't make the 3 count, and then that gave Rusev the time to get the pin, and Miz seemed to be okay. Anyways,
whatever.
Rusev ended up getting the victory. Then a brawl ensued. Miz ended up climbing the ladder, grabbing the briefcase, and revealing the contract. No, it wasn't a contract. It was pancakes. 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 No.
Hell yeah, man. You know, I'm not a pancake person.
Really?
I like waffles.
Are you a burger kind of guy?
Man, everyone is giving IHOB shit. It's hilarious on Twitter and stuff. Like, all the changes.
Wendy's was great.
They're all jumping in. And Whataburger's like, hey, we're not changing our name to What a Pancake. Why are they changing their name?
Yeah.
Then I heard that this is just for a publicity stunt. They're going to change IHOP. It's going to go back to IHOP.
They'll do it going, hey, sorry, we messed up. We've heard your complaints. Please stop harassing us.
Done now. Oh, man.
Yeah. You messed up, AA Ron. So, yeah, after that, we got to see Jeff Hardy going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. This matchup was another first time ever. And
isn't, like, Jeff, like, nursing an injury?
Supposedly. It's not
pinched nerve, I thought.
Oh, I know all about those. Those are no fun.
How can you wrestle with a pinched nerve?
How can you do anything with a pinched nerve? God, it hurts so much. Yeah. So, yeah, the match ends in a disqualification after Shinsuke delivers a low blow to Jeff Hardy. So, no bueno. After that, we got to see a big cast promo, and I'm sorry.
You gotta love big cast promos.
Oh,
tell it like it is.
I'm not digging it. This is Bobby Lashley's version. This is the SmackDown version of Bobby Lashley. I don't care what he's doing.
Well, Bobby Lashley is better than that.
Bobby Lashley is better, but I mean, the whole like teasing him, like I went to the fair and got this 7 feet tall sign, and look, he's not tall enough to ride the ride. Like, come on, dude, really?
That's a good impression, by the way.
I've met him. He's not even 7 feet tall. Come on, let's be real here. So that was terrible. Main event. The 10 women tag match: Asuka, Naomi, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Lana going up against Carmella, Mandy Rose.
I don't know if you noticed this,
and Billie Kay.
But when they were talking in the ring, like at the beginning of the show,
Lana dropped the accent.
She dropped the accent
again,
like the whole time.
But then she had the mic down at one point and she picked it back up. I did notice that.
Like, okay, hey, it's fine if you're gonna drop it. Just drop it. If you're gonna drop it, yeah. Don't keep on going back and forth.
Drop it.
Drop it. Do a Kofi.
Drop it. Yeah.
Put it down.
I thought you're supposed to be rushing.
Put it down.
Did you happen to see the Happy Lana Day shirt? I did.
It's official. It's like it's on shopwwe.com.
And it's got the colors of the Russian flag. So it's the blue, white, and red.
Drop it.
As opposed to the
drop it now.
Rusev one. So yeah. The good ladies win, the bad ladies lose. So that's pretty much
brothers.
Good brothers are just too sweet. So that takes us over to NXT, going to be taking place this Saturday on the WWE Network. We're not going to give our predictions, but we are going to discuss some of the matches and let you know what's on the card, at least at the moment, because these guys always deliver. So reading the comments from our podcast page, Seth Rickson saying Big Cass is a poor man's the Great Khali. They need to bring back the Punjabi Playboy and the Bamboo Cell.
Punjabi Playboy.
I will take
so cool.
Big Cass. Thanks.
You will face the great Sunil Singh.
He's so great. Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So NXT TakeOver, like I said, these guys always deliver. I'm probably not going to be able to watch it live, but I will try and catch the replay. So I'll try and avoid spoilers. But stuff happens.
I don't avoid spoilers.
Jason, no, he is not 7 feet tall. He's listed at 6'10".
6'10", and you can't teach that.
And I've actually we got to see him in Houston a few years back, and so I got a picture with him.
You hugged him?
So I didn't hug him, but I got a picture with him. So no, not 7 feet tall. So NXT TakeOver Chicago 2, the Undisputed Era versus Oni Larkin and Danny Burch for the NXT tag titles.
I don't see them dropping the titles.
No, I don't either. It's going to take.
They're the hottest tag or that's going in NXT.
Yeah, I think TM61 is going to be their next challengers.
The Mighty,
yes. Whenever they cut that promo and he called himself the Mighty, at first I was like, did he just forget his words? Because he was like, "We are the Mighty."
Go on.
Music plays. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Mighty in time.
Oh, they got beat up by War Raiders.
Yeah, so they're going to be going after them. Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream.
Man, did you see that flip that Ricochet did from in the ring to
the front flip for style? I sure did.
Holy shit!
Anything
do that,
can do, I can do better.
While you can, because when you get older, you probably won't be doing shit like that.
No. And then what is he going to be known for? Nothing. You better talk to Jeff Hardy about how he stayed so healthy.
Jeff Harvey. No, man, they have good chemistry, I think.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of good things. This will probably be a really solid match.
Anything Ricochet can do, the Dream can do better.
We'll find out this Saturday. Another matchup that I'm kind of looking forward to: Shayna Baszler versus.
Are you looking forward to it, or you kind of?
I'm looking forward to it. The NXT Women's Championship on the line.
This is an interesting dynamic because it seems like Nikki Cross is throwing off Shayna.
Yeah, the mind games have definitely been played.
It's not like, hey, I'm Shayna. I have a MMA background stuff, and I'm gonna beat your ass. She's getting kind of like taunted and scared. I don't know about scared. I don't know what the word is from Nikki Cross because she's like unpredictable.
Yeah,
a wild card,
crazy wild card, bitches. Yeah. Our minds think too much alike. Yep. That's scary. All right. So I'm expecting that to be a good match. I'm expecting this one to be another great matchup. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, street fight in Chicago. That crowd's going to go insane.
Project Ciampa.
The Sicilian psychopath versus Johnny Badass.
Tommaso's been, when they had matches, Tommaso kicked his. No, they didn't have it.
They had the non-sanctioned match at the last NXT TakeOver. And that was...
Oh, and Johnny won to...
That was such a good match.
I don't know how long they're going to go on.
I hope that the night that Johnny Gargano debuts on Raw or SmackDown, Tommaso Ciampa sneak attacks him from behind.
That'd be awesome.
And be like, I'm here too. Don't think you can escape from me. Or vice versa.
That'd be pretty cool if you think about it. I don't know if they've ever done something like that. Brought like two guys up, like, hey, they were on the same roster. They moved to the other one. Stuff like that. You can't escape me, you know.
Yeah. And Louis, yes, you can. If you want to send me a tweet at WNS_Daniel, we can talk about the equipment. So thank you very much for checking it out. And we can get all the details on there. That's WNS_Daniel. So on Twitter. So yeah, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. I think that's going to be an amazing matchup. One I'm not kind of looking forward to is the championship match, Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan.
I'm wondering how it's going to play out because you have Aleister Black, who's just a complete badass, and you have Lars, who's supposed to be a badass. Which he is dominant.
He's a monster who should not talk. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, go and watch last week's episode of NXT. Where given a microphone, or the week prior.
I still can't get over it. I'm not okay. Before against that, I know I'm not the best looking dude. I am 29, getting close to being 30. He is he's
like 2 days younger than
2 days younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy crap. Someone put you outside and you just stayed outside the whole time and your skin is kind of I don't know. He looks older.
He looks like a monster.
He looks older than me. I'm like, oh crap.
Don't anger the man.
Poke him.
Don't poke him. You're the bear. Don't poke. Come on now. You should
give him a bear hug.
So Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan. I'm sure it's going to be a fine match. But of all the matches on the card, that one I probably have the least interest in. Which is sad because
what if you're like pleasantly surprised?
I would be more than happy to be pleasantly surprised. I'm hoping that that's the case. Like I hope, like I said, NXT TakeOver, they always go, balls to the wall in their performances. So
Adam Cole's not defending his.
No, he's not going to be.
Is that the one that the same night he's defending on Evolve?
I'm not sure if it's the same night, but it should be.
I think he's fighting a guy named Walter.
Yeah, Walter.
All caps.
taking some notes from Dustin.
Yeah. So so he's not fighting. Then also, what is EC3 doing?
They are at the moment.
I saw he beat Cassius Ohno.
Well, damn, man. Spoilers.
Oh.
No, it's not spoilers. That's supposed to be airing tonight. That match.
He did not beat Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno beat him. Go on.
Motherfucker.
Hey, I didn't spoil anything because
You spoiled it.
That did not happen.
You spoiled it. Well,
no, because it
depends on the time.
Because it was on Facebook and I watched it.
Oh.
So
when did you watch it? Before we started the show?
Yeah.
Okay. So then it had just aired. You got lucky on this one, Bear.
I like to spoil stuff. And I like people to spoil stuff on.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyways, NXT TakeOver. It's gonna be taking place this Saturday on the network. So make sure you check it out. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, the big one. Kind of losing my place. I'm sorry. We're switching back and forth between our Facebook pages and YouTube's and all that good stuff. I think Ryan switched over to the Facebook page. Ryan said, "Say my name." So I guess that's the Velveteen Dream reference.
Say my name.
And saying, yeah, the Facebook feed.
Yeah,
is much
sorry
better.
if we don't get to people's comments because we'll be talking stuff and then we're going back to each page, like you said. So,
and if you happen to be following us on Facebook, as Seth Rickson is saying, we need to remind you guys turn on the live notifications so you can know when we're doing the show. just like that. There's your cheap plug. So we like to do that stuff for free. That's one of the good things about our show. We don't get interrupted by ads. And this episode of the WNS Podcast brought to you by, although we would be open to it. But,
brought to you by Wild Turkey.
Not
American honey.
You're just drinking it.
I'm drinking this the whole time, man.
I'm drinking it as well.
How far you gotten? I'm down to like right here, man.
Here.
I just poured more Coke in there though, because
you did.
Huh?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I need more Wild Turkey.
Well, you know where it is. Go get it.
Well, I can't. I don't want to exit stage left or right. I gotta talk to the people.
I've made a drink before during the show.
That's
what you got to do. You got to do it. But first, we got to hear those picks.
We've got to hear those picks.
We've got to hear those dicks.
Oh, dicks! I don't know how you can hear dicks, but you know what I mean.
I'm gonna have to get a shirt that says no dicks.
No dicks.
That's gonna be the shirt. That's gonna be our best seller because currently the WNS Podcast t-shirts have not sold. So, but we do have some available.
People like dicks.
Some people do, and that's up to them.
It reminds me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm not gonna say it, but you know.
What, the bike?
Yeah.
Anyways, so Money in the Bank taking place. God, Ben's not going to let us post on this page anymore.
Sorry.
So Money in the Bank taking place this Sunday, and special start time an hour earlier. So for us, 6 p.m. For the East Coast, 7 p.m. So we're getting another 4-hour pay-per-view plus the pre-show.
Why?
Because they want to. That's
Damn.
what they want to do. Although if they start it sooner and they end it like around, like if they want to end it 9:30, 10, somewhere around there. I don't know.
9:30, 10.
Sure. That's an actual time, right? So anyways, I think it was announced. I can't remember for certain, but the pre-show is looking like the Bludgeon Brothers versus Gallows and Anderson.
The Good Brothers.
The Good Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers are the Good Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. So what do you think about this matchup? Who do you think is going to win?
I really don't care about this match, and I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to win.
Bludgeon Brothers.
I don't think the Good Brothers are going to win.
Not the Good Brothers.
The Good Bludgeon Brothers.
The Bludgeony Good Brothers. Yeah.
Two brothers
running as fast as they can.
And there's a Spanish Armada.
Then a meteor strikes with an alien invasion.
Old ladies.
Spanish Armada.
It's called Two Brothers?
It's just called Two Brothers. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers to win as well. I don't think that Gallows and Anderson are going to be the ones to take the titles off.
No. I mean, that's cool that they got the opportunity to be in this match. Yeah, cheers, man. Yeah. Cheers.
In a world.
But no, it is good because I thought when they won the match to be the number one contender, I was like, good for them, you know, that they put them in that match
to do.
Because usually they don't win that. They don't, you know, even though I think they're going to lose, but still good on them.
Yeah. So both of us picking Bludgeon Brothers to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Let us know in the comments what you think will win as well. We'll do this. We'll do this match by match. Let's see. Raw Tag Team titles. Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, the leaders of world, going up against the undefeated, mind you, undefeated B team of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Tyler, take it away.
I still think Matt Hardy and Bray is going to keep the title.
Yeah.
And I also feel bad because they're not like. I want them to do like more with the leaders of worlds.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing too much with them.
Yeah. So I'm kind of torn. I can see it really going either way. I'm going to be pulling for the B team. I think that they might get it because why set them up this way just to have them fail at the very end? I feel compelled to pull for the B team. I think that they're going to win it and have the ultimate celebration, and then they can lose it the following night. I don't care, but I feel like they've got to win it and become champions. Because
I don't know, man.
They've reset their ways. They've overcome the odds, and they defeated the B team into the Lake of Reincarnation, and we are reunited with Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas, true brothers, two true brothers running as fast as they can.
Yeah. I know they're not the same, but do you feel like B Team is kind of like Heath Slater and Rhino, how they were?
Yes.
Esque.
Yes. I mean, it's the same thing. They, with Heath Slater, they did the whole
Heath Slater. I like him too.
Yeah, I'll get some sliders going up in here. But with Heath Slater, they did the whole I've got kids, and they did the backstory behind it and everything. And so it's the same thing. They've reinvented themselves, they've refocused themselves, they've broken out of the shell of becoming the Miz Taraj. They have their own theme music now. They got their own shirts.
It just says B.
Yes, it's a B shirt for the B show, the B team. So I don't know. I feel like it'll be a feel-good thing. It'll be similar to Heath Slater and Rhino. They get it. The crowd feels happy. Then they lose it, shortly thereafter.
And then they're there for a while, and then
they get
like,
switched. Then they get sent over to SmackDown, and
then they go into oblivion. They're just there with the tag team.
Curtis Axel is just going to be eating crackers, cheese and crackers.
No, I don't want to copy Rhino completely.
Okay, he's going to be eating cookies and.
Fair enough.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. So you're going Leaders of World?
Yes.
I'm going B Team. So we'll see who wins that one.
B Team, son.
Birdman.
Uh-oh. Here comes that match you like.
Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Bobby Lashley wins. Tyler?
Yeah, I think Bobby's going to win this.
Yeah. All right. Thank God we got out of that way for that one. So, next up, Carmella.
You want to talk more about Bobby Lashley and Sami Zayn
I don't
right
want to
now.
talk about that.
Let's not get off it just yet.
Nope. We're good. So, Carmella versus
You think someone's going to get
Asuka.
involved in that match? Or just
Nope.
Bobby Lashley and Sami Zayn, no one else?
No, it's going to be one-on-one.
Not his sisters.
Bobby Lashley's going to win. The crowd's not going to care. And he'll do the...
See, at least I got you to talk about it more, so...
Carmella versus Asuka, SmackDown Women's title. What do you see happening here?
Shoot, man. I really do not know. I personally think Carmella. No, shit. I don't know. Asuka already lost, so man, I really did.
She has lost. She's lost twice.
I don't want like Carmella to be Asuka clean though.
She's not going to. Now I know that it was speculative, and I'm seeing some of this. I saw some of these in the comments that people were expecting James Ellsworth.
I read something about that. I don't know.
He released a post saying that he's actually not going to be in town that night. He's going to be wrestling in China or Japan.
China, Texas.
Yes, that's what it is. In Paris, Texas as well. So supposedly he's not going to be there, possibly putting those rumors to bed. Or is he? We'll find out. I don't know.
It's freaking weird if you think about it. Like, we just released this dude.
Yeah.
Not so long ago. Let's bring him back.
Yeah, why not? Who cares? Let's do it. It's fun. I feel that if Carmella gets the win, foul play of some sort will be involved. Someone interferes, someone causes a distraction, something like that happens. Carmella's not going to beat Asuka clean.
Yeah. Asuka.
What do I know? I don't.
I'm going to go for Mella because Mella is money. Even though I love Asuka. Asuka. I love Asuka.
I would like to see Asuka get the win, but I'm not really sure where they'd go from there. I think that they're trying to establish Carmella as a star. And she's getting that heat. So
hot heat.
Hot heat. Yeah. It's not warm, it's hot. I don't know. I'm trying to think. And whenever I overthink it, I usually get it wrong. But
yep, that's true.
I'm gonna go with Carmella. I just feel like they're gonna find some way to screw Asuka over, and Carmella's gonna keep the title. So that's going to take us into the next match, Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass, because we all know that height beats heart. I guess that's what they're trying to go with. I don't know. They've already had the match at the last pay-per-view. Daniel Bryan got the win. So I feel like the only reason they're having this match is for Big Cass to get the win. That's at least my take on it. I feel like it's going to be close, and maybe Big Cass finds a way to cheat to win, or I don't know. Maybe the ref goes down and he cheats or something like that, and that leads into another match. Because I think that it's rumored that they're going to have another match at Extreme Rules. So I feel like Big Cass has to get the win.
I don't want Big Cass to win. I really don't. Like, I really don't like him.
Or maybe it ends in a disqualification.
I want Daniel Bryan to win. And, like, I know this is trying to be, like, the best for Big Cass, Daniel Bryan to help him and stuff like that. But I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just don't give a shit.
One thing that I want to see after this feud, after Daniel Bryan's feud with Big Cass, I want them to start going after The Miz. I want to see the Daniel Bryan Miz feud finally start taking.
That's what we want.
At least, yeah, that's what we want. Do you guys want to see that? That's a good question.
Do you want it?
You folks want to see Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. I think quite a few people do. So let's see. Intercontinental Championship, Elias versus Seth Rollins.
I think it's time for Elias to get that belt.
I agree with you. I think this is going to be sort of the lead in to what I was talking about a week or two ago, where I think, or at least I feel, that Seth Rollins is going to be the one to challenge Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I feel like they might pull the reins. No pun intended. They might pull the reins back for Roman Reigns. And I feel like Seth Rollins has been on such a roll lately that they're going to let him jump ahead of Roman Reigns to go up against Brock Lesnar. And one way you have to do that, you have to take the title off of him. So I feel like Elias, he's been getting that heel heat. He's becoming a star. Whether you like him or not, he's becoming a big star.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And I feel like, the IC title is starting to become relevant again with Brock Lesnar being out. You don't have that top tier championship. Yeah. So you have the Intercontinental Championship being the most sought after championship right now. So could be that next big workhorse because his ring work is pretty solid. His mic skills speak for themselves. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Elias is going to be the next guy. So I'm saying Elias is going to become the new Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Yeah. So going from that to this, Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. I think Roman Reigns gets the win.
Same here.
All right. Nothing really. I mean, I don't even see this match being a very good one. I feel like it's going to be a cool down match. The crowd's probably not going to care about this matchup. I mean, it's in Chicago.
This is an order? This is the
no,
order?
No. Okay. No. This is just the list of matches. This is in no particular order. I mean, I'm going somewhat of what I think would be importance, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the second to last.
Daniel's going to book the show.
Yeah, give me the booking. I'll do the best of it. So yeah. So we both pick Roman to get the win. All right. Women's Money in the Bank: Ember Moon, Alexa Bliss, Natalya, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Lana, and Naomi. So this one's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
I from what I saw, as far as rumors and speculations go, I like to talk with my hands. The women's Money in the Bank, again, rumored, not confirmed or anything like that. It's going to be going Raw, whereas the men's Money in the Bank is going SmackDown. Have you heard that? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
No, I have not.
Wow, what a terrific audience. Yeah. So I know that Ember Moon has been sort of the underdog. I feel like Natalya would be the better story to go. Because if Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey plays out to where Ronda is the new champion, it makes sense to have Natalya get the contract.
I see that. I don't really want Natalya to win, but I see that. If I had to pick someone I really want to win, it would be Ember Moon. But I'm going with my head, so I would pick Natalya because of the whole.
If I went with my heart as far as who would win, Becky Lynch would be holding that contract.
True. Yeah.
Because we've been saying for the past couple of weeks, we want her to have a breakout year this year. You know, she was the first woman drafted on SmackDown. She was the first women's SmackDown champion, and then she kind of just
Oh, like, I
faded off to the
forget about that,
side.
to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Her
and
run.
it's sad because she deserves a really good run. She's a big star. She's very popular with the crowd. I feel like this could be a good breakout year.
Part
for
of
her
me
to
before
come
you
back.
said it, I was like, she's never had the women's title.
Yeah, she has.
She has.
She has.
She has.
But as far as official prediction, I'm going Natalya. She's going to overcome all the odds with her injuries.
I
climb
will
the
too.
ladder and grab the contract. What are your thoughts on them not calling it briefcase anymore?
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's one of those small little nitpick things that always kind of like irritates me. It's like
It is what it is.
Like you're not a fan anymore. You're a member of the WWE universe. It's not a briefcase anymore. It's a Money in the Bank contract. No, the contract is inside the briefcase that you have to grab.
You're a WWE wrestler, then you're a WWE superstar.
You're not a fan. You're a mark. Is that a mark? No,
he's a mark. Where's your Coke bottle?
I don't know. It's over there somewhere. Oh. And it's the wrong spelling, anyways.
Yeah, I couldn't find it with
which
a K.
One did you have? Did you have Mark? Or no, wait, you're Brittany.
I'm Brittany.
Brittany, bitch.
Brittany.
Yeah.
Boom.
So if there's a Brittany out there, Tyler just drank your Coke. So, anyways, men's Money in the Bank: Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Bobby Roode, The Miz, Rusev, Samoa Joe, and one member of the New Day. Highly speculative that it's going to be Big E.
See, I also have two people I'm going back and forth between. It's Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman.
Likewise. I feel that if Braun Strowman gets the contract, then he's going to say, well, I'm not going to surprise anybody. I'm just going to have my match at SummerSlam with Brock Lesnar. So maybe they go that route.
I'm going to pick, I feel like in my heart of hearts,
the King of Kings,
the Samoan named Joe.
A Joe named Samoa. Yeah, I feel like it similar to you. It comes down to Braun Strowman or Samoa Joe. I'm probably, or even The Miz. The Miz could become a 2-time winner, go on to cash in again.
You would probably pick Bobby Roode, right?
No. Don't know where you got that idea.
I thought you said Bobby Roode.
Mm-mm.
You didn't say it. It kind of sounded like you said Bobby Roode.
Not one bit.
What?
Nope. Not one bit.
We'll replay it back. I swear you said Bobby Roode.
Let's listen to that back. As soon as this show is over, we'll go back and listen to it, and you can hear it all over again.
Yep, that you said Bobby Roode.
So I'm going to go Samoa Joe.
Me also.
We'll probably be wrong. They'll probably throw us a curveball and have Rusev win it or something like that.
Oh, shit.
So
it'll still be good for him.
It'll be Rusev Day whenever he wants.
Yeah.
He's got the contract now. So let's see. Raw Women's title. Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. Man.
Boy, I do not know where they're going to go because it also depends on the Money in the Bank, too.
Yeah. If Natalya wins it.
Because I don't see Nia Jax beating Ronda clean.
No. There would have to be foul play of some sort in there. Natalya cashes in, makes it a triple threat match.
I really gotta go with Nia. I think something's gonna happen.
Yeah?
I don't want Ronda to lose. I just feel like shenanigans.
I would see this match ends in a disqualification. Ronda wins, but does not get the championship.
Rips an arm out of her socket.
Oh my god! Or she gets herself disqualified for not breaking the 5 count. It's like, no, I've got her in armbar. She's supposed to tap out.
I got to the count of 5, ref.
Yes. I don't see Ronda winning the championship, but I don't see Nia winning clean. So I'm going to say this match ends in a DQ with Ronda being the victor.
Ends in a DQ, then they go to DQ to get something neat.
I'm down for that. Final matchup to give our predictions on AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, WWE Championship, last man standing. I didn't want to like smack you across the face by doing that because you were doing Shinsuke, so I wanted to AJ Styles.
I think it's time for Shinsuke to get that belt.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only way you can really continue the feud is if you have Shinsuke get the win, or if both men don't answer the count of 10, because we've had it before in a no disqualification match. You have a count out, which that doesn't make sense. So last man standing, double count out, maybe. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be my pick.
This is going to be something happens, shenanigans. AJ retains somehow.
Low blow
and
after
the
low
next
blow
match
after low
will
blow.
be Inferno match.
All right, here's the number: 3.5. Over or under in low blows, whether it be kick or arm.
Over.
More than 3.5. Going
But
4
for
or
one
higher?
person.
No,
Or
total.
both?
Total.
Over.
All right, that'll be fun. But I do have to say that those were some great picks.
Those are some great picks. Those are some great picks. I said picks.
No, you did not.
What did I say?
You know what you said.
What did I say?
I'm not saying it.
I don't know what you thought I said, but it was picks.
Sure it was. For those of you who are a fan of Brock Lesnar, you'll be happy to know that he has surpassed CM Punk's 434-day reign as WWE champion or Universal champion, however you wanted to do it.
They had to do that.
And he did it on so fewer title matches or matches total. My God. He's wrestled like 3 times.
I mean, that's what he gets. I mean, they had like a court case against their doctor, CM Punk and stuff. So it's like, we're gonna erase you completely.
Sorry, you might have been one of the good guys, but you're not the longest anymore. So yeah. Let's see. For those of you who are interested or happen to have the channel, Lucha Underground Season 4 begins tonight. Or if you're listening to this on iTunes, which first off, I got to say, to our iTunes listeners, Stitcher listeners, Beyond Pod, if you listen to the podcast not live, I apologize for not having the show last week.
Yeah.
We did the entire show, ended the show, went to stop the recording and realized that I had not hit record. So I apologize to our listeners on iTunes. You're probably sitting there going, where the hell is the show? So it did not happen. I mean, the show happened, but so I apologize to our iTunes listeners. I forgot to press the button. But anyways, so if you happen to be listening to us on iTunes, we certainly thank you very much. And if you happen to be listening on iTunes, feel free to give us a review and maybe forgive us for not having the show last week for you guys.
Sorry.
But yeah, Lucha Underground Season 4 starts tonight. So we'll be going forward on that one. Should be pretty fun. I think I forgot to set my DVR. Maybe I'll catch a replay of it.
Dude, I'm still behind.
Yeah, me too.
Like big time.
I missed so much of season 3.
I missed season 3.
I think I might have missed all of season 3. There was a match that was supposed to occur on SmackDown this past week. That was Sin Cara going up against Andrade Cien Almas. Unfortunately, Sin Cara was injured prior to the match. So the match was scrubbed, and we might see it next week or the one following. Yeah, that does kind of suck because I want to see Andrade start to become a star. So let's see. Next hot topic. This is a feel-good story. If you didn't happen to see it already on Wrestling News Source, Mustafa Ali, cruiserweight for 205 Live, he was tagged in a post about a young lady who had some medical issues and who requires like a breathing mask at some times. And so they reached out to him and told him how cool his mask was and how if she had a mask similar to it, it would give her the courage to keep fighting and all that. And he did something really cool. He said, you know what, rather than just sitting here and telling you keep fighting, I'm going to send you one of my masks so that you can wear it whenever you
That's so
you
cool.
want. And so that's one of those things where it's like he didn't have to do that. It could have easily just been like, hey, I'll send you an 8x10. Here's a t-shirt. Here's something like that. Keep up the fight. But no, he's like, this is something that I use whenever I go to the ring, and I'm sending it to you. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I know that there's going to be one of those things where it's like, okay, well, if you do it for one, then you're going to have to do it for everyone who is going through the same thing. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of like a double-edged sword because you're trying to do something nice, but unfortunately you can't do it for everybody. But it's still a really cool story, and it's a feel-good moment. So yeah. So that pretty much does it for hot topics, with the exception of one thing, but that kind of leads into our video game talk, everyone's second favorite segment on this show. The rest
Did we
being
talk
the
about
whole entire
was that last week about
show.
the CM Punk?
The lawsuit?
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my head's
No,
up.
that's cool. You're good. So this is really weird. We've talked in the past about how weird it is seeing guys like Samoa Joe in the WWE.
I think it's been like a weird transition the last few years and stuff. Like, okay, going through a time before CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, before they broke that mold, they wouldn't mention other organizations, or you wouldn't think like, oh, this guy who's in the independents or in this organization, they're going to ever come to WWE, because WWE likes big guys. They like to make their own guys, stuff like that. Well, things have changed. With the CM Punk and Daniel Bryan broke the mold with stuff like that. And let's get independent stars. They're good wrestlers. We're looking at independents and stuff. Let's snatch up these people. Let's work with certain organizations. Let's talk about this. Oh, hey, we got these people now in our organization. Let's show a little bit about them. But also we're going to talk to these companies and get pictures of them to bring. Sorry.
Very good.
In different organizations, show them when they're part of different organizations. So it's weird. And now the latest, still freaking weird to me. I'm not gonna lie. The whole Xavier Woods and Kenny Omega stuff at E3 that's gonna go down tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's fine and dandy that they're gonna do that, but WWE's plug.
They're talking about it. They're mentioning
Kathy Kelly talking about it, and it's like, oh, okay, well, Xavier Woods going to bring 2 people, and Kenny Omega's going to bring 2 people. So it's going to be Xavier said it's going to be his partners in the New Day, and then Kenny Omega's like, oh, well, it's going to be my partners in the Elite. So, you hear Kathy Kelly, it's like, oh, well, Kenny Omega, the cleaner, is going to bring the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. It's like, it's so weird. It's like, what are they getting out? I know they want more traffic to their page and stuff. That helps. Up, down helps WWE, all that stuff. But like,
here's a thought. So, okay, who did you say was going to be Xavier's tag partners?
New Day.
Okay. How funny would it have been if it was the Revival?
Ooh, that would be hilarious. Revival.
That would have been pretty funny. So Xavier Woods is going to be doing battle with Kenny Omega,
which I am interested in it because I want to hear the trash talk between the guys, and that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I know that those guys like each other. I think they all think that they're good at what they do, but they're just been 2 separate organizations and
they're
stuff.
Good brothers.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely be watching. They're gonna be doing Street Fighter stuff, I think, right? They're gonna be playing Street Fighter.
So. Yeah.
So check it out. It'll be the last day of E3.
Yes. So going into Supercard. We've been enjoying playing Supercard, and we were surprised today with the announcement of a new tier.
Well, was it John or someone in our group predicted it?
Supposedly there were some leaks, image leaks, and all that. But
that's pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie, because I think with this WrestleMania 34 just happened too long ago.
It was like it happened at WrestleMania 34.
Was it before, a little bit before, or a little bit after?
It's weird how that works.
How does that work?
It works weird. Strange and mysterious ways is how it works. But so a new tier on the way. So just when we thought we were at the top, not quite. They go and release another tier, and we're probably going to get another one for SummerSlam. So
before you know it, we're 3 tiers behind.
Yes.
Bullshit.
All right.
I was like, I get close to the top, sucker. Nope.
Yeah. Since we were on the topic of E3, what did you think about some of the announcements for this year?
Certain things I think it was but man,
it's kind of weak.
There's 2 things that made me I'm so pumped up. And like I said earlier, which is so weird, like Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2006. Here's Kingdom Hearts 3, which, to be honest with you, there's other Kingdom Hearts games that came out since then.
Sure. Remasters, remakes, and all that good stuff too.
Well, yeah, that too. But and also Super Smash Brothers.
Yes.
which they're going to include. Okay, I had a chuckle at this. I mean, that's cool that they're putting every character ever made, but there's like everyone's back. I was like, well, they only took about like 5 or 6 characters out. So I mean, still it's something.
Supposedly, there was no mention of Waluigi, and apparently the internet blew up about that.
Well, he was an assist. We don't know if he's going to be in it. He's never been in it as a character, to playable character, Waluigi. Yeah.
Shows what I know.
Yeah, so it's weird that you have Toon Link and Young Link.
And regular Link.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah. And you could have those energy bombs. They showed that, so that's pretty cool. Also, which they haven't explained this. Okay, so they have Pokemon trainers back with Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. Well, what does that mean? Is Charizard going to still be its own playable character with the Pokemon trainer? We don't know that yet.
We'll find out in time.
Pichu, Snake's back. Hell yeah, Snake. Wolf.
Yeah.
They got the Inkling, the girl from Splatoon, Ridley from Metroid, which I don't know if it's true or not. They say on the internet, it's like, don't expect too many new characters since they're putting all that stuff. So I don't know. We will see. I'm trying to think of some other stuff. I know they're going to bring Dragon Ball FighterZ to the Switch.
That should be interesting.
Yeah.
Mario Party.
Super Mario Party. That's what it's called.
Yeah. That's my jam.
Fortnite's on the Switch.
I'm really looking forward to Just Cause 4. That game is so much fun because
that's his jam.
It's my jam. I was really looking forward to Crackdown. It was the reason. Here's the situation. I was really looking forward to Crackdown. It was the reason why I got the Xbox One.
When did you get the Xbox One? How many years ago?
When Halo 5 came out. And they did that bundle because that's what I had. I had the Xbox One.
I don't know.
1 terabyte special edition. It's been a while. Yeah. So I got it in hopes because they had already announced that it was being made and all that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get it. And it never came. There were no new updates. Kept getting pushed back. I was really sad.
Well, E3, right before E3, we got some big news that they pushed it back.
Yeah.
But they also... I
sold my Xbox. That's the long story short.
He'll get back later on.
I played Just Cause, and that game is just as much, if not more.
His socks off.
It is so much fun. So the fact that they announced Just Cause 4, and I know it's going to be coming out on the PlayStation, I'm getting that game.
It cracked me up. Okay. They pushed back Crackdown, but yes, they revealed a video with Terry Crews, and they showed scenes and stuff from it. Like, oh well, we pushed it back, but here's this.
Yeah. How about you give me a release date and
give
me the
release date? That was quite hysterical. I don't think they even showed anything from like The Last of Us 2. Did they? If they did, I didn't see it because I didn't watch everything.
Yeah. I can only watch so much. My eyes only process so much information.
I'm just pumped for Kingdom Hearts, man. That's my jam.
Yeah. So, some cool video games on the way. I'm looking forward to maybe picking up 2 or 3 of them. Maybe Christmas time and birthday money and all that good stuff. But that's pretty much it. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and I've put down Detroit for the time being. I'm going to pick that one back up and maybe do a Twitch stream or something like that so people can help make a decision on what I do next.
Hey, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
If they let you stream it.
Yeah, that's true. BioShock, I'm looking at you. But that's pretty much all I've got for this week. Anything else you have, Dad? Go get Wild Turkey.
I've been sipping
American Honey. That's what it is.
Wild Turkey, American Honey.
Yeah, that's the one. That's been your drink of choice. So, so that's going to do it for us this week. We certainly thank everyone who's been tuning in and giving us comments and questions throughout the show. We've been doing the show on Facebook Live and YouTube Live for
2 Facebook Lives going.
Yes. Dual casting on Facebook and also broadcasting on YouTube Live. So we thank everyone who's been tuning in on there for the past few months as we've been doing this.
We do appreciate it.
We really do. And also, we want to send a special thank you to our loyal listeners on iTunes and Stitcher, all the other places you might be tuning in. If you have any questions for us, feel free to leave it on our YouTube channel, WNS Video, or our Facebook page, WNS Podcast. You can check us out on WrestlingNewsSource.com or WrestlingNewsSource.com right here on Facebook. You can subscribe to our show on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We are on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
And you can follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Abear.
I'm not a Twitter man. I'm not a Twitter guy. Even though I have a Twitter account, I'm just not
into it.
Not into it, man.
You're not all in?
No, not for Twitter. Nope.
Who are you, the Revival?
Revival.
There you go. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. For the podcast crew, I am Daniel Heron.
I'm Tyler Abear.
And we'll catch you all next week as we begin the long process of closing out the show.
We ended it on Wrestling News Source.
Now we got to do 3 of them.
Yes.
It's going to take 4 of them now, I guess you got to say.
We're doing
YouTube. Bye.